Turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. Turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. Tom beat. 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 Turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle. Turtle. I like turtle. I like turtle.
All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? How we all doing out there tonight? I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out. Where'd it go? My channel. And there we go. All right, cool. I'm going to go ahead and follow me on Twitter, by the way, at Real Uncle TV. There we go. All right, cool. Welcome, guys, to the Turtle Boy Live Show. I have shared the link to this stream on the Clarence Woods Emerson page and the Turtle Boy Sports Forever page. So if you guys want to go ahead, share those, let people know we're live. We're out here. We're doing our thing. How's the crowd looking tonight? Let's see what we're up to here. Oh, that's weak sauce, guys. 57. Okay, let's get that number up. Get everybody in here. Share it up. Let's get this over a hundo. We're going to have a good time tonight. Okay, cool. All right, so as you guys know, I'm not really advertisers are a pain in the ass, basically. And it was a really good point brought up yesterday, actually, by one of the butthurts here. Let me pull it up. Let's pull this blog up. Hold on. So which blog was it? So many butthurts out there, so little time. It was this one. Let's talk about this blog real quick. So yesterday, there was a group called, was it called, what was this fascist group called? To Catch a New England Racist. We got to talk about this first. To Catch a New England Racist. So in this group, this woman, I'll go to this one first. Oh yeah, by the way, before we even get started on that, I forget things sometimes. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put that right there. There's the fundraiser link if you guys want to donate to that. If you donate during the show and you have a little message or something like that, I'll read it out loud no matter what it is. We're a crowd-funded show at this point, and I'm going to explain tonight why it is perfectly illustrated, and it's going to be the way it is going forward, basically, and that's fine. People, I mean, it's kind of like a nonprofit. It's so much better, though, when you're not dependent on advertisers to do that. Because when you're dependent on advertisers, there's a lot of shit. There's like pressure not to write about certain shit. And there's like one advertiser in particular, I'm not going to get into right now, but I will when it's all resolved, put it that way. And it's quite the story. So stay tuned from that a couple months from now. Trust me on that one. It's going to be good. But like I said, sometimes with advertisers, they get worried, right? Like, you know, we're getting a phone call here, you know, people are harassing us, people are bothering us, and I feel for them. It sucks sometimes. And it's just, you know, people, they're giving us 1 star. They're fucking up our Google ranks and stuff like that. It's a pain in the ass. I totally get it. But then there's like pressure. It puts pressure on you as a publisher that you can't write certain things because it might upset people, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the blog, if you know what I'm saying. Because this whole blog is supposed to be about free speech and saying whatever you want, you know, keeping it real, like not being restricted. And quite frankly, there was an issue with one advertiser not wanting me to write about a particular person. And I can't have it. I just can't have it. I don't care. No advertiser is worth that amount of money. Like I know, let me put it the other way. The amount of money I'd lose from like losing that advertiser would be substantial, but like the blog would be killed. Like the spirit of the blog would be crushed if advertisers could dictate content. So you can't have that. That's how you become Barstool Sports. That's how you become Huffstool. Yeah, Dave Portnoy's rich as shit, living in a mansion, Nantucket. Good for him. Cool stuff, right? His website fucking sucks now. It's a fucking joke. Besides, Kirk Minahan carries that freaking show. That whole not that show. He carries that company basically. Like Dave Portnoy built it. Kirk Minahan is keeping it going. Other than that, it's a fucking joke. It's an absolute disgrace. But anyway, so let's check this out. So here's this chick. Her name's Emily Engel, and she posts. They start this group called "To Catch a New England Racist." They did a blog on this. Basically, they want to out racists and like find out where they work and harass them and stuff like that, right? But their definition of a racist is somewhat different from like what normal people consider racist. I consider a racist somebody who's just like, black people suck, you know. Here's me saying the N-word for absolutely no reason. I wouldn't want my daughter like dating a black guy, something like that, right? That to me is racist stuff where you actually discriminate against, you know, somebody who is different skin color than you, and you believe you're superior to them, etc. To these people, being racist just means you disagree with them, and by disagree with them, that means you're at all conservative in any way, shape, or form. That could mean believing that borders are real, believing that, people should go to jail for committing crimes, very racist, a variety of things like that. And so thanks to freaking that cop in Minnesota who fucked everything up in this country, people like this now feel empowered to go out and it's their job to like find racists, right? And so they start writing. Oh, so this is the second one. Let me pull up the first one real quick. Okay, here's the first one. Organizing mass harassment campaigns. So this is what Emily Engel writes. She says, in Palmer, there's a ranch-style house maybe 1/4 of a mile up the road from the police station on Main Street that's absolutely covered in pro-Trump and blue lives. Why am I not doing the voice? I got to do the voice, don't I? There's a ranch-style house, maybe 1/4 mile up the road from the police station on Main Street that's absolutely covered in pro-Trump and Blue Lives Matter decor. A giant Trump 2020 banner is literally hanging in the front of this house. They even have a Hillary for Prison 2016 sign out front for some reason. Whenever I drive by, I'm so tempted to throw eggs. My ultimate goal is to steal the banner and set it on fire. So, pretty serious shit there. And what's this person's crime? They have a Trump 2020 sign and a Hillary for Prison. So that's how they catch a racist. They're going to egg his house and destroy his personal property. So that's not good. And they put all his info out there. You know, here's where he works. Like anytime somebody comes in with Trump anything, they're like, let's call it blah, blah, blah. First of all, Jesus Christ, look at this poor girl. Good Lord. Eat something, dear. Here's another thing she writes. Okay, here's my question. While this group is gaining traction and more useless troglodytes are being spotlighted, what's next? We can't let this turn into an echo chamber. Steps need to be taken to actually publicly shame these people and have them suffer the consequences of their own actions. Consequences of their own actions, which is what? Like being conservative? What? Like liking Donald Trump? That's an action there should be consequence for? What the hell are you talking about? We need to start reporting them to their employers, friends, family, churches, gyms, whatever. Picture that. Like picture your Planet, call up Mr. Planet Fitness. Hello, Mr. Planet Fitness. Yes. You should let you know. I wanted to let you know one of your members there, he shared a Trump meme the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Serious shit. So you should consider, maybe kicking him out of your club. Like what? This is the definition of cancel culture. This is the internet. Just because people have their profiles blocked doesn't mean we can't find out who they are. I have faith in social media sleuths. And then she talks about creating, blah, blah, blah. Basically creating fake profiles to like find out, dox individuals who are anonymous, etc. The dad comes on there. Even the dad was like talking about like he's going to challenged some guy who had a Confederate flag on his truck. He's going to kick his ass. The dad actually came back later on and apologized. And he said, I got a little bit carried away. So anyway, this chick, writes all this stuff. What white people think or feel does not matter right now. Okay. But I learned something important listening to the speeches from young people of color about the struggles and trauma and fears. I realized fairly quickly that I shouldn't have been there. What? So she's at a protest and she realized that she should not be at the protest because she's white. Yes, I'm an ally. I know racism exists. I'm a socialist. I'm against inequality. And I think these cops should be publicly executed. But this isn't my struggle. How I feel as a privileged suburban white chick is moot. What I say or think doesn't matter. Me taking a knee or holding on my hands and chanting, don't shoot, felt awkward. And almost like a mockery, because I had never and will never experience that. Yes, voice your support, but at the end of the day, our place as white people is to shut the fuck up about all of it. We will never know impression. We do not have stories of persecution or fear struggle. We cannot relate to a world where we're afraid to get arrested or killed just by walking down the street. I mean, it's like these people, this is a cult. This is insane. This is like literal brainwashing of people who have been just always going once. They've been brainwashed with this dogma, but then they're always trying to go one step further to say something even more crazy. Like, not only should we just we should let black people do all the talking in this group. I should shut the fuck up, right? I'm one of the good ones. I am going to shut my big, fat, evil, white fucking mouth. I'm just going to fucking shut it. Never going to let anything out again. Only black people can talk. I know my fucking place. Do you know your place, Whitey? Yeah. You're not as good as me. You're not as woke as me, Whitey. That's all this is. This is just performative art. These people are just trying to make it seem like they're out, more woke than the person next to them. That's all this is, right? So anyway, this chick comes back and a couple surprises here. So the group obviously sees it, and some anonymous account called Cell Perfected says that let our numbers to work, head on over to Turtle Boy, read the entire page, report the entire page as harassment. So they're going to report. We've never seen this before, right? Nobody's ever tried to come after our Facebook page. I don't know why they haven't taken our Facebook pages down in a while. Maybe just Zuckerberg's got corona or something. I don't know. But newsflash, it's probably going to work after a while. I don't really give a shit if you take down our Facebook pages. I'll just build more. That's all I ever do. Like, building Facebook pages ain't no thing for me anymore. People go directly to the blog anyway now. It doesn't really matter that, like, all of this newsflash, anybody thinking about trying this out there, like, it's been done before. Years ago, Kevin Lynch invented it. Didi Delgado perfected it. Okay. We lost the page of 112,000 followers. I was permanently banned from Twitter, or so I thought. I got a new computer and it fixed it. So you can't silence Turtle Boy. It's literally impossible. Like, I'm going to find a way to keep talking. You cannot stop me from talking. So you can try, but he's a disgrace as an American. Well, I'm not the one trying to silence other people. I unsubscribed to Turtle Boy years ago. Just how awful they are to people. Bitch, when have we ever been good to people? What? We've always been awful to people. To awful people, we were awful to. What are you talking about? I love when people say that. I unsubscribed to Turtle Boy years ago. When you signed up, you knew what we were all about. Like, then you act surprised. Like, shut up. People never fucking read the blog to begin with. They're just liars. They're frauds. What else we got here? Reported. Who knew Turtle Boy was a bunch of racist shitheads? It might be time to make this group private. I have to imagine this has been tried before by some of the thousands. Oh, this guy's got it right, at least. He's actually got it right. This has probably been tried before thousands of times. That's correct. They go over how to submit it, blah, 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 blah. And they really think they're onto something. And then at least this guy kind of gets it. He's like, I get it, but aren't we literally doing the same thing here? Harassing people by going after their employers and sending messages to family. It's like, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy gets it. Jeremy's a good guy, kind of, even though he's in this group. Dylan gets it too. He points out the same thing. TB goes, personal, very personal. Now, there's a twist with her I did not see coming here. And then Nathan Wagner kind of gets it too. He's like, a lot of these guys get it. They're like, dude, you guys are doing the same fucking shit. This Rebecca chick who was using the cover photo actually says, this is my favorite. Help me. What do I do with it? I am new to the group, and most of these senior citizens aren't going to have jobs to report them to. Like, what do we do with this? What do we do with the 75-year-old guy who shared a Trump meme on Facebook? You can't fire him because he's freaking retired. He's collecting Social Security. What are you going to do? What are you going to report him to? SSI office? The director of elder affairs? Who are you going to complain to? There she is right there, Miss Lazia. Good Lord. Good fucking Lord. Oh my God. Looks like half her face is drunk. And the other one is like crazy. Good fucking Lord. No, that's me. I shouldn't do that, but fuck her. And then Emily Engelritz. Now, this came out of nowhere. Hi. This is the second time I've been featured in Turtle Boy, guys. But I think you forgot. I used to write for you. Now that you're trying to slam me for outing racists, and this one isn't as well written as the first one I was featured in, also kind of boring and just plain wrong. Anyone knows me knows I'm not an SJW or a Karen. You literally called yourself a socialist before, and you're doing everything a Karen would do. But anyway, got to use more interesting stuff other than my profile. You're likely whacking off to know. Oh, girl, please. Oh, please. Good Lord. I mean, it would be pretty hard to masturbate to this chick. I mean, that's just, sorry if that's too graphic. Hard, but not impossible, but difficult, challenging, very challenging. If it was just her. No. Gross. Ew. I mean, she weighs, I mean, no offense to the ultra skinny out there, but I mean, she weighs like 70 pounds. And by the way, I also found out that she had the surgery too. She was a big heifer before. I did not realize that. So anyway, it turns out I have written about this chick. 5 years ago, there was a blog, and you might have read this already, about a Westfield State professor who was doing some SJW bullshit or whatever. And this chick showed up to defend this Westfield professor's honor. They're Cass G. That's the Westfield professor. And she goes, and I'm like, oh shit, I knew I recognized this girl because she commented on the page and it was like, fuck you, like something really sassy. Like it was one of those like people coming after you. But I noticed that like her comment got a lot of like reaction to it. And like some people were like, dude, you should hire her. She's and I'm like, okay, maybe she could be like a cunt. Like she could be like my cunt that I have on here once in a while. And so we started talking, and you know, she talked a big game. Like, all right, I have no problem being the liberal, and I will trash Trumpers if I get the chance, but I'll also get after the SJWs and feminists. I'm kind of in the middle of everything. So that's how she presented herself. And so then she writes a blog literally called A Beginner's Guide to Why You Can't Sue Turtle Boy and Other Things You Missed in Sophomore Civics Class. And now these people are talking about like liars and all this shit. And anyway, so she did write a blog, and then let's check out what happens when she messages me. So let's go to the Clarence with Emerson page. All right, let's pull this up. Yeah, like what Reamer is to Jerry. Like that's, I'm like, you know, as long as she doesn't talk about politics, I don't care. Like, as long as you're just shitting on people who deserve to be shit on, like, I really don't care if you're a liberal or conservative. It doesn't really bother me. As long as you just go after crappy people, whatever. And like the blog, I think it was good. I mean, I read it over. I didn't read it again this time. It must have been decent, or else I wouldn't have published it. But anyway, so she messages me, and let's check out some of these messages in case you didn't see this. I posted this on Clarence with Emerson. So this is a conversation. Let's walk through this conversation. You've got some nerve, man. I'll give you that. But please enlighten me. Why do you want to look like you're pro-racism? You people used to be against that. Also, thanks for admitting I wrote for you. Of course, your version of the story was altered, but still. So nobody actually believes that Turtle Boy is pro-racism. Like, what are you talking about? So she goes on to say, You're calling out a group that's based on anti-racism. This is what they always do. You call your group anti-racism, and then you think you just get a pass because. So if I criticize you, that means I'm racist. What? That's like with Black Lives Matter. The brilliance of their name. It's like, you don't believe that Black Lives Matter? No, I believe that Black Lives Matter, but I think you kind of suck. How about that? With Antifa, it's like, what? Oh, so you're against the Antifa? So you're like pro-fascist? No, I just don't like, skinny jean wearing bitches who go around hitting people with sticks. How about that? Anyway, so she goes, it's not a good look. Actually, no one said that. That was created by you. I'm like, because I'm like, you were talking about egging home. She's like, no one said that. That was created by you. I'm like, we all read what she said. And she's like, you're making a bundle today, I bet. What are you talking about? Stop deflecting. I'm not going to admit something that's false, and I'm sorry, but you can't support an insane, racist, bigoted load of shit like Trump and claim you're anti-racist. Actually, dear, you can. You can do that, especially when the guy running against Donald Trump has said a shitload of kind of racist things in the past as well, including like 2 weeks ago when he went on the Breakfast Club and literally said, if you're voting for Trump, then you ain't black. That's a million times more racist than anything Donald Trump has ever said in his life. If you're not voting for me, then you ain't black. Imagine a white guy telling black people that they're not black if they don't vote for him. If they leave the Biden plantation, that they are somehow racist. So that actually happened. He goes on to say, and I'm sorry. So anyway, but that's like a vegan eating at a steakhouse. So anyway, so that's her proof that I'm racist because I admitted to voting for Donald Trump. Please tell me where I was actually going to do those things. And note that I would, and not that I would like to. There's a difference. So it's not, she was not promoting violence. She was just saying that she would like to be violent. So she goes on to say, I know you're gay, man. You found willing idiots to empty their pockets to you. It's a hell of a business, and you'll do whatever you can to keep going. Now, this is what really pisses me off when they shit on you people. When they're like, oh, some people have said that to me before, like, you're above this. You're just, you're appealing to the lowest common denominator. That's what some people say. No, I'm not. I like turtle riders. And I take that more insulting than anything. Like, we have some of the most physically attractive, mentally aware, intelligent, well thought out, learned, diverse people, right? We have people of all shapes and sizes, all races, genders, professions. We have lawyers, cops, firefighters, you name it, doctors, nurses. There's still some nurses that read Turtle Boy, even with all the COVID shit. And so I'm like, that one pisses me off because you people, like, they're taking a shot. They're acting like I am changing the content of my of the things that I write and say to please dumb people. That's the way they're making it sound. It's like, no. These are things I actually believe these things, and so do smart people. That if I was trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator, I would say things you want to hear. See what I'm saying? Like, you're the lowest common denominator. You're the one out here talking about egging homes and shit. Egging homes? How fucking old are you? Egging? What was this, junior high school? You're gonna egg homes? Anyway, she's in denial about, it's like, where did I say destroy? And I'm like, you're the exact quote you said was, my ultimate goal is to steal that banner and set it on fire. How is that not destroy? And then she goes on to say, and another goal is to see Trump set on fire. But I didn't say, okay, I'm going to do it. Jesus, you really straw man that shit. I'm just truly amazed you've gotten away with this for so long. I know the hack lawyer you hired who was booted from the ACLU did a wonderful job hiding behind quote unquote free speech. If you can't take free speech, don't dish it. Like, what? The ACLU hired? First of all, the ACLU lawyer, I sent the email to their friggin' inbox and they could have taken me or not taken me. And that was with the failure Swift case in Rhode Island. They chose to take my case. They were a godsend. And the lawyer that I'm using there, I haven't talked to her in like 6 months. Lynette, very sharp lady, knows her shit, right? Has an office right in Providence in the ACLU headquarters. So I'm like, What are you talking about? She was booted from the ACLU. I'm like, does she know something I don't? Because I haven't talked to this attorney in 6 months. And so she pulls up this link about it. And I'm like, she's like, and then she starts, now she's at the point where she has to make shit up, right? Besides this, you somehow squeezed out being a registered sex offender. Apparently mom helped you. So now we've gone off the deep end. Once they start going there, you're a registered sex offender and your mommy helps you. There's this myth out there that my mother, my 68-year-old mother, is some all-powerful fucking being because she served on the Worcester school committee, 20 years ago. Like somehow that fucking means that I can do whatever the fuck I want anywhere. The Worcester fucking school committee. Yeah, they have a lot of fucking sway with this sex offender registry. What are you talking about? So anyway, you certainly know how to play the system. It's impressive. And I'm like, where was Lynette booted? Let's go back to the attorney. Where was she booted from the ACLU? Right. And she can't bring it up. And I'm like, where is it? And she's like, I'm trying to find it. Sheesh, be patient. And I'm like, then she changes. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant disgraced lawyer. Okay. How is she disgraced? What are you talking about? And she's like, no, your lawyer is disgraced. I'm like, how? What? And now she knows they've lost the argument at this point. Now they can't say anything. So she goes on to say, hey, you know what? I could sit here and prove to you over and over many legal things you dodged because you're a white man. She actually said that. Imagine thinking. So now we're just in fantasy world. But it's sad to say these people actually believe this stuff. They believe that I beat defamation lawsuits because I'm white. There are people believe this. They are that fucking stupid and brainwashed to believe that like the only reason you haven't been sued and gone bankrupt is because you're white. Or perhaps there's this. Perhaps I didn't libel anyone. Perhaps that, I'm familiar with the law and I follow it. And, being white has nothing to do with that. How about that? You're a coward. First of all, I'm the opposite of a coward. I'd like to point that out. I get more death threats than anybody. Oh my God. Nobody compares to my death threats. I get the best death threats. You know who I got death threats from the other day? I think I told you guys this. Did I tell you this? Matthew Brown. We talked about this on the live the other day. I got death threats from Matthew Brown, also known as the Foreskin Fapnado. Says, come into my house and shit like that. All that stuff. Whatever. Anyway. Wait. Who's in the comments? We have somebody in the comments talking shit. Uh-oh. I see Brittany talking. Uh-oh. Okay. We're going to have to come back to that. Okay. Anyway. Uh-oh. Somebody's texting me. Who just texted me? Who's the 978 number that just texted me? Let's see. I got to plug him in. Oh, okay. I didn't plug you in, Diane. Anyway, I'm not talking about that right now. So I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, let me finish reading this first, shall we? So she goes, the ACLU is disgraced. I know your lawyers keep up. Hold on, I'll read it. Okay. Anyway, hey, you know what? I could sit here and prove to you over and over how many legal things you've dodged because you're a white man, you're a coward, you have your idiots blogger do your work, and then you say, oh, but I have no say in this. And you make money off of it. You're valued at $20,000 PayPal donations, ads per year. Your house was bought for $350,000 with a fucking mortgage on your mom's dime. Like, what is this person talking about? What are you talking about? So anyway, and they talked about sex offenses, and I'm like, can we go back to the disgraced attorney part? And I'm like, so where is this sex offense stuff? And she can't find it. She ends up linking the Clive McFarlane article, which I'm like, the opinion article. She's like, no, I have court docs. I'm like, honey, an opinion column by a disgraced race-baiting hustler like Clive McFarlane is not quite the same thing as a court doc, dear. So one of these, she keeps calling me a sex offender, blah, blah, blah. And then she comes out with like, she's 14. Like I sexually assaulted someone who's 14. What are you talking about? So I just came back and I said, does the world know your elderly father molested you? Because I don't know. Of course that didn't happen. I don't know if it probably didn't happen. Right. But my point here in saying that this confused some people is that if you're going to make shit up about me, I can make shit up about you. See, it works both ways. And what does she do? She blocks me. She's out. It is what it is. So anyway, that's her. And let me check the comments real quick. Wait, hold on. Let me ask this. I have to get some legal advice. Okay, tried to extort money. Okay, all right, sure thing. Okay. All right, anyway, all right, so since Chris Riggs is here, I don't know, he's talking in the comments. I don't know. What did he say? I don't even know what he said. He's been gone, Unc, like he left. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so here's how it ended, real quick. And I have respect for him and Garage Doors Plus. I never really got into it. But if I guess he wants to show up here and run his cock kisser, so here we are. So back in like November, Bristol asked me, no, he came on and he asked me like, they needed a fill-in. I think Twitch couldn't make it or something. And they're like, we need somebody to fill in. And Chris Riggs is like, do you care if I go on? Right. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go on. I don't know. What do I care? And now somehow during that time, right. What was that? Was that let's see. When you're saying you're going to run something about me in the next few months, I'm going to stand. Okay. Anyway, I'm just telling the truth, Chris. That's all I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what you're saying. I never mentioned you, so I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, he has to go on the show, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And he was on there a few times, and then all of a sudden, one day in February, I start noticing, and I watched that like there's advertisements on there, and I asked her about it. I'm like, what's up with that? And she says, oh, you didn't know? Well, he told me he told you. I'm like, nobody told me. I'm just finding out now. She's like, oh, well, she never paid me anything for it. We had an agreement with that, right? Like we had an agreement that her and I like, okay, so you keep X amount, I keep Y. And that's just how it is. So she was very sneaky about that. And when I confronted her about it, that was like her excuse to leave. Like, oh, why are you bothering me with this? Why are you hassling me with this? Because it's my business and you work for me. Don't you forget that? Like you have a platform because of me. It's it. Don't like you'd be nothing without Turtle Boy. Absolutely nothing. And so anyway, I asked if they were the same company. Let's see. What do you say? I asked if they were the same company as you. You said, no, I did not say that, Chris. I did not. That's a complete lie. A complete lie. Yeah. You asked if, yeah, Kate has a different company than me. Right. She's on my fucking YouTube channel and she's got a different company than me. Right. Give me oh yeah. She happens to write blogs on my fucking website that I own, but she's somehow an independent entity of that. What? Anyway, so it was like a conspiracy. I mean, they're going like this was happening behind my back, and she wanted to blame it on him, right? And I'm in a position where I'm like, I can reprimand Kate for this, but I'm not gonna fuck shit up with Chris. See what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to have a bad relationship with Chris, but so I have to talk to the employee about this. And the employee gets all mad about it. And what does she do? She goes and cries to Chris about it, cries about it. And I know this because they fucking posted all in the Discord. I got it all. All the text messages they had between each other was all fucking posted. Talking shit about me. Whatever. Anyway, that's, I mean, I don't know. Brittany saying, Unc, stop talking. I mean, what do you want me to say? This is the truth. And there's money owed. It's like 6 months fucking overdue. And I have the audacity to ask for it. And I got fucking reamed out. So that's where we are right now, basically. But yeah, this was a long time ago, Amanda. And I don't know. I'm just trying to run a business here. I'd like to get paid. That's it. So I don't know what to say. But anyway, when we officially ended things, we met up in Revere, I think it was, after a live show. I mean, Chris can call in if he wants. Here, I'll give the invite. Here. Yeah, we met up and we had a discussion in a trunk about it, right? In his truck about it. And it was really like he spoke to me in like a really tough guy, threatening way, right? And I kind of just put up with it because I'm like, okay, I'm not looking to have a fight with this guy. I don't want bad relationship. He's like, like, it was the day after I went on and I told everybody about it, right? Like when I told you guys about what happened with Bristol, right? I'm like, there's $300 missing, blah, blah, blah. And he's claiming that I'm getting death threats over there. Like my family's getting death threats now because of you. So I'm leaving. I'm not doing any more advertising with you because I'm getting death threats. You fucked me over. Like he was all mad and really tough. He gave me this whole like tough guy thing. It was kind of like an awkward thing, but I'm like, I'm keeping it cool, right? I'm like not really getting into it. I'm not trying to start a fight with this guy. I don't like burning bridges. It's not my thing. There's no reason to burn bridges here. And so I'm like, I just put up with it. And he paid me, and I'm trying to get paid too. He was there to pay me half of what he owed me. And he did, 100 short, but he still paid me half of what he owed me. And I don't know. It's like so I'm still waiting on the rest. And every time I have the audacity to ask for it, I get like, I get blamed. Like you're sending people after me. Like you're giving me bad reviews. People are stalking me because of you. It's your fault. I'll pay you when I fucking want to pay you. Like it's just real tough guy shit. It was a lot of tough guy shit today. I mean, look, you want to read? I'll read the fucking messages. Let me read this to you real quick. Let me read some highlights. Okay. And this is all real shit. He knows it. Let me pull this up. All right. So, and first of all, what he doesn't know that I know is during that whole Discord shit, like he used the name Gingerbeard and he posted this like a tough guy. He said, I'm fine, really. But if you knew me, I'm not going to put up with this fucking shit. I already talked to him and I already talked to her. She's the only one backing off. He's turning it into something that's going to flip a switch in my head and I can't be held responsible. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you never know. I don't need luck, he says. Just a shovel and lime. Oh, he's going to bury me. Oh, tough guy. Tough fucking guy. Ugh. He's promoting violence instead of just dropping it. What are you talking about? Anyway, so I noticed all this. I didn't bring it up. I never brought any of this shit up. I just want to get paid. That's all. I want to get paid for services rendered. That's it. Right? So anyway, there was that old tough thing. And I messaged them, right, about the money owed. And I got this whole thing. So I said, I've been texting him for months. I don't know why you can't just mail a check. I don't, every time he tells me he's mailing a check, it doesn't come. Here we are. But I don't say anything. And they come on here and now here we are. So he goes on to say, I'm pretty fucking pissed at you at the moment. I'll tell you why. Still, every time you post a stupid fucking thing about Kate, I get some kind of call or email. Everything about Kate. Like, so every time I write about Kate Peter, somebody calls him and harasses him. That never fucking happened. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie. That's the same thing he told me in the truck that day. Oh, because you were talking about Kate Peter stealing $300 from you, people are threatening me and my family now. That never fucking happened ever. And I didn't want to call him a liar at the time because, like I said, I was still trying to get along. But fuck it, I knew you were lying then. It's a fucking lie. It's a lie, dude. Stop it. It's a lie. So he goes on to say, still, every time you post a stupid fucking thing about Kate, I get a call or an email. I find it very odd and yet convenient at the same time that I posted all over the place about my HGTV show. The following day, I get a fake fucking 1-star review saying they're taking me to court for $8,000 and I'm a recommendation from Turtle Boy. So he's saying that because I texted him and asked him, like, can I get paid for services rendered? I therefore left a fake review. Like, I give a fuck about Garage Doors Plus right now. Like, I'm going to go on there and give a fake review. What are you talking about? You're not that important, dude. I don't give a fuck about your Google reviews. That's not even close. I don't have time for that shit. So he accuses me of that, and he's using that as an excuse now not to pay. So he says, so at this time, I don't think I should fucking see you or hear from you at the moment. Well, that's convenient. You owe me money. Okay. Honestly, drop the fucking Kate shit talk. Talk about something else. How about this, Chris? How about I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my blog? Because it's my fucking blog. Okay. And I will talk about, and that's what I meant before. That's what I meant before when I talk about like advertisers thinking they control content. No. If that's how it's going to be, I'll never have a fucking advertiser again. I don't give a shit. We'll be self-funded. We'll have fucking subscriptions. I don't give a shit. Nobody is going to tell me what the fuck to put on my blog. And he's like, basically his thing was like, I don't care about what happened to you and Kate. Oh, well, that's convenient because I fucking do. Because this bitch put me through literal fucking hell. And I'm glad you don't give a shit, but I fucking do. And I was only being like, non-confrontational about it because I didn't want to burn fucking bridges because I'm not such a bad guy. I mean, so he goes on to say, I haven't talked to her in fucking months or even more, right? I've had people call me about being a sponsor on Turtle Boy and give me work. And then, so he's getting referrals. And then we sit there and we talk about how much you're fucking dwelling on this and not concentrating on other things. When's the last time I fucking blogged about Kate Peter? What are you talking about? Right? What are you talking about? You can say whatever you want to me and don't even have to fucking listen to me. At this point, I could care less. What I care about is this fucking bullshit that goes away with the fake reviews, fake fucking bullshit. Well, I'm trying to grow my business into something very profitable. So maybe when you stop doing shit that's causing me headaches, then we can talk. So after things that are outside of my control stop happening to him, then maybe we can talk about him paying the money he owes. Maybe. Right? I reach out to you a few times and we were supposed to meet on weekends and you never fucking called or showed up. That's a lie. Go through the text. It's a lie. With all the shit going down on right now, I'm down 35% profit. Welcome to fucking COVID, dude. Get a PPP loan. And then every time something stupid fucking happens, all I get is angry. And I put my rage in front of my business. And there was a lot of that in the car when I was you don't want to see me angry. Oh, I got so angry. Tough guy. Look back in your texts. He goes on to say, I couldn't care less about how many shitty emails or death threats or fucking anything that you get. Well, that's nice. Okay. The reason I stopped is because all the fucking bullshit. I'm not into drama. It doesn't make, I beg to differ. It doesn't make me scared or uneasy. It makes me fucking angry. And the angrier I get, the worse it's going to end up for somebody in the end. So the ball is in your court. There's no way I can write you that check anyway because I'm down all that money because of COVID. So you want to sit and talk? You can come talk to me when I'm calm. When I'm calmed down. When I don't wake up every single fucking morning with a bad attitude because I see something else posted somewhere. You've already seen me in a bad mood. You don't want to see me angry. Call me on Saturday if you want. Maybe I'll give you a little payment here and there to make it easy on my pocket. But I'm not going to put up with the fucking drama because it's affecting my business, my pocket. And again, this isn't about you or how you get threats. I could care less. This is about business and so yeah, maybe I'll fucking give you the money maybe I'll let you talk to me. Maybe. Okay. So he goes on to say, we're just getting started now. Okay. We're just getting started. Okay. He's mad about the fact that I posted a picture with her and Ashley and Taryn the other day. He's mad about that. You want my business? Then you're going to have to figure it out. That one pissed me off, right? You want my business. Basically saying like, do what I say, write about the things that I want. Don't write about the things that I tell you not to write about. And maybe I'll come back. I don't want your fucking business then, dude. My business, my content is not conditional upon advertisers' demands, and it never fucking will be, because Turtle Boy is not for sale. That's not how shit works around here, okay? And so finally, I chased him around. I tried calling him. He said it was too late. I texted him, messaged him during the day, and I'm like, I've been chasing you around for months. I'm running a business just like you. I need to get paid for services provided. You've told me many times the check's in the mail. It doesn't come. I've never made a big deal out of it because I valued your business. I didn't give you any bad reviews, and I didn't send anyone your way. I never mentioned your name, and when people ask, I don't comment. And you know that's true. I've never said anything bad about them. None. And when people ask about it, we don't even talk about it. We move on to the next thing, okay? That's respect, even though in my head I know there's more to this, okay? But out of respect, I did not do that. And this is how I get fucking treated? Are you kidding me? And I said, no one gets to tell me what I can and cannot write about. This is my website. If I want to talk about what that cunt did and the horrible things she did to her own children, have DCF take them from her, then I'm going to do it. Because it's my website and nobody tells me what I can't write about. Nobody. I've done nothing wrong to you. I've only said good things about you publicly. I've never mentioned to anyone, including followers, that you owe me this money and aren't paying me. And I'm not going to be blamed over a bad review that I had nothing to do with. I'm also not intimidated about what you're like when you're angry, which obviously was his thing, right? And I've done nothing wrong, so your anger is misplaced. I need you to call me today so we can figure this out and get paid. Okay? So, that's definitely Chris. There's no doubt about that. That's Chris. Yeah. So like M Job said, he's in advertising. Okay. The moment the content is directed by advertising, the platform is devalued. That's exactly it. If advertisers get to decide what your content is, then you're no longer free. And you come here because you want unrestrained content. You want things that you want me to, if I can't say something that I want to say, then the product isn't as good. It's just not as good. Okay. So he goes on to say, this is what he messages me at 3:00. I've already discussed it with you. I told you to call me at the end of the day. You call me at fucking 10:30 at night. I don't give a shit if you're not intimidated about me. I'm not trying to fucking scare you. I'm telling you the bullshit you're doing is getting fucking ridiculous. I have no problem paying you. As you know, everybody's fucking broke at the moment. So I said I would pay you in payments. Don't expect me to jump in and answer the fucking phone. Okay, this is all fair. Okay. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Let me tell you something. You keep talking to me like that. How did I talk to him? You guys heard what I just said. You keep talking to me like that, as if like defending myself, standing up for myself. Okay. And I don't give a fuck who you think you know. You and I are going to go at it, he says. You and I are going to go at it. I'm 38 years old. We're both parents. We're going to go at it. What are you talking about? This is not the fucking playground in junior high school. No, Chris, we're not going at it. It's not a thing adults do. Okay. So you can write about whatever the fuck you want about me. Now, keep in mind, at this point, I never said I was going to write about him or anything like that. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit. Because one day, one place, I'll find you face to face. You're going to say the wrong thing and you're going to regret it. I don't think you're going to fucking threaten me and think I'm going to fucking jump. You threaten me and I'll threaten you back. But it's not a threat. It's a fucking promise. Okay. So, I mean, it gets worse. Okay. It gets worse. He goes on to say, what I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm threatening you. I don't give a fuck if you're not scared of me. It's not about that. It's about fucking business. You started this fucking bullshit and it's been a nightmare ever since. But it's such a fucking coincidence that I post something about my HGTV show. Like, I don't give a fuck about your HG. I had no idea you had HGTV show. I don't care about you. I don't think about you. I just want the money. That's it. The next fucking day, I get a shitty fake review naming you. And then the following day, you text me about money. And it's not a fucking coincidence, pal. So he's convinced that I've left this fake review on his page. And me not paying you have nothing to do with her. I told you to cut the fucking shit. Here's the thing, Chris. You don't tell me anything. You don't tell me anything. You're not an advertiser anymore. You tell me nothing, okay? What you tell me doesn't matter. I told you to, and honestly, Chris, if you actually read the blogs about her, if you actually read what you're doing instead of being fucking infatuated with her, then you would understand what a classless, trashy, disgusting, filthy whore she is. And you might get it. So I suggest you actually read those blogs to see the person that you're defending, because she's not a good person. Okay. I told you to cut the fucking shit because people come to me saying it's fucking childish, or they come to me and say whatever random shit on my phone or messages. So you better get the fucking messages straight and listen to what I'm fucking telling you. I have every right to say anything that affects me, my family, or my business. This all started when you fucking blew up over fucking nothing. Oh yeah, I blew up over nothing. Just, besides the fact that she was trying to get me arrested, was sabotaging my business from the inside, hacked into my Facebook account, burnt a truck. Oh, besides that, it's fucking, I got a harassment order. Besides that, it's fucking, nothing, right? Nothing. It's because it's nothing for you, right? It's something for me. It's my fucking problem, right? But you don't give a fuck. It doesn't affect you, right? That's all that matters. God forbid I stand up for my fucking business, Chris, right? And we could have had this discussion privately. I offered to talk to him on the phone today. Yeah. So anyway, I have every right to say anything that affects me, my family, or my business. This all started when you fucking blew up over nothing. Now you guys have been doing it nonstop. Blah, 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 blah. It's all coincidences that happen. It's not a fucking coincidence. If you want to take me to fucking court, if you want to write about my fucking company in my fucking past, I don't give a shit. I don't care about your past, Chris. He told me he was in jail. I don't really give a shit. I don't care. Like he had this whole tough guy grizzled, like, oh, I'm fucking badass, man. The slammer. Yeah, I might only be 5'2". I'm fucking angry and Irish. I'm from fucking Quincy. We don't fuck around in Quincy. I get angry. You don't want to fucking see me when I'm angry. I get so fucking pissed. That's literally what I was dealing with in the car, a psychopath. But I just, smiled and I was calm about it. I was professional because somebody has to be the fucking grown-up in the room. Somebody does. So it goes on to say, he goes, I can't afford to pay right now. I'll make payments. I told you that. Blah, blah, blah. You call. Anyway, he goes on to say, so I'm like, are you free at 8? I can call you then. He's like, no, I'd rather just, probably better for the both of us. Like I said, you'll have to take payments if I just pay you in PayPal. One of us is going to say the wrong thing, and then one of us is going to do something they regret. And I'm like, I'm a grown-up, Chris. I said, PayPal's fine, but I'm willing to have a civil conversation about this. No one has to say the wrong thing. There's no reason we can't talk. He goes, then you don't know me well enough. So by one of us is going to say something, it was implied that it's him because he's fucking badass, man. He's angry. Fucking angry. I go, if you don't want to be civil, I can. You owe me $2,800. Okay. October through January, $600 a month. And then I prorated February for an extra $300. Okay. And you were $100 short when we met up that one time. So that's $2,800. Okay. He goes, and he says it's 18, but whatever. We'll figure that out later. But it's 28. And that's what you'll get. I gave you cash in the van that day. I met you. I'm not playing this fucking game. Blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, the 1,800 is all you're going to get. There's no upcharging me later on in life. There's no upcharging me. There's not upcharging. I provided a service. Like you got ad reads in January and half of February, period. And this is this thing. There's no upcharging me. When the last month I did business with you, I actually lost business. And I got people following my wife and kids. First of all, you don't have fucking anybody following your wife and kids. You're not that fucking important, dude. Nobody's following your wife and kids around. Stop it. Stop it. I'm embarrassed for you. Following your wife and fucking kids around. Jesus Christ. And he's using this now as an excuse. Well, I don't have to pay you. And I don't have to pay you for what services you provided me for in January. Because people were following my wife and kids around. Oh, yeah, okay. You'll get $1,800. The rest you can try to get from me. Oi. You're lucky to even get the cash, he says. And you should be lucky that I'm even going to pay you even the $1,800. Because if you knew me, you would be afraid of me. Ooh, tough fucking guy. Tough fucking guy. And the fact that I didn't throw you underneath the van that day means I was being decent. Guys, I'm fucking lucky. I sat in a fucking rape van with him, and he was thinking about throwing me under the van and running me over because he's a tough fucking guy from fucking Quincy. Ugh. Fuck with him. Ugh. I'm lucky to survive. I'm lucky to fucking be here right now. Tough fucking guy. Goes on to say, and I didn't have to do this, Chris. You fucking brought this upon yourself. I wasn't even going to talk about you now. You show up here fucking crying and bitching and moaning. Here we are. Okay? He goes, it gets better. He got a couple more things here. Aiden, I really don't care because of you, my wife and kids are followed. I got sent pictures. So the bad guy, show me the pictures, Chris. Show me the pictures that you were sent. I'd love to see those. Because he was telling me that in the car. Like, I was getting phone calls all night. I should have asked right then and there. Can I see the call logs, Chris? Can I see those? I didn't want to bust his balls, you know. Somebody's sending him pictures, apparently. And now you want to be a tough guy over texts? I'm not even being fucking tough. I'm like, can I just have my money? Okay, pal. Take a screenshot and post and write whatever you like. If you like, I won't pay you PayPal. You can come and see me face to face. I'm definitely not a telephone tough guy. I'm not going to be pushed around by you. So the ball is in your court. You know as well as I did, you were scared shitless that day. Oh, big, tough fucking guy. Oh, I was pooping my pants because one of us was acting like a civilized adult, right? Trying to like mend fences and not completely destroy this relationship. And I'm dealing with a guy who's clearly unstable. And I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever. He took that as me shitting my pants. He didn't, lucky he didn't throw me under the fucking truck, right? Yeah. So that's it. He sends me, Kevin O'Donnell is my lawyer. You make your choice. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I just have I did not expect this show to take this turn tonight. I apologize for this. But I don't know if Chris is still in here or what he even said. But, you know, I was always good to him, man. Always good to him. Even though he owed me money, I didn't bust his balls about it. Because I'm pretty fucking flexible, right? I'm not gonna like come at like whatever. I'll get it when I get it. I'm one of those guys. You'll pay me when you pay me. You know, $2,800 tomorrow is the same thing as $2,800 6 months from now. I'll get it when I get it. Whatever. But apparently, like that's what you get. That's what you get. I know you guys I might be dead tomorrow. Who knows? Tough guy, Chris. But it's like, that's my whole thing. It's like, dude, we're grown-ups here. Like, we have lives and children and shit. We both run businesses. We're talking about tough guy shit? How old are we now? Like, this is not the fucking playground. What are you doing right now? What are you doing? And Kate Peters set this whole fucking thing up, man. Chris and I had a good relationship before she came around. That bitch sabotaged her from the inside. I saw all the text messages. I've seen it all. He was in the Discord, jumping on all that shit, acting like a tough guy. So, I don't know. Did he leave? I don't know. He went ghost. Maybe he's here now. Maybe he's coming to my house. I don't know. So, anyway, you guys have any questions? So, I guess we're not going to get to the couple things I wanted to get to tonight, but that's okay. This is an interesting turn of events. I saw Brett in there. I know Brett's amused. Brett would not have handled it the way I did, I don't think. Yeah, probably went and cried. I'm sure Kate's watching her now. Hi, Kate. How you doing? I did call the Holden police. Spoke with the Holden police today, Kate. So you should know she thinks she's like, cause I'm like, when is the court date for this, for the criminal complaint? Cause I'm like, you know, she's talking about like, there's no docket. So I talked to the police about it. They're like, oh yeah, that's, Leominster District Court is not opening up until July, I think 1st. And so then they've been pushing shit back now for 4 months. So it will be backed up a little bit more, but there is a criminal complaint. It is going to be, they just have to set up a court date for it. It's going to happen. It's real, Kate. You are going to be in trouble for that. You hacked into my Facebook account and wrote a threatening message to yourself and there will be consequences for that in an attempt to send me to jail. And if you think I'm ever going to forget about that time will heal wounds, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. Okay, you can fool your little minions over there, and you can, the idiot patrol from Oklahoma that doesn't know, and you can block all the people that come on there and post about your past and all, and your present. And let's face it, you're present too. But you can't hide from the law, Kate. And the fact of the matter is that you broke the law. And the North Attleboro Police, you're lucky to live in a town where you may or may not, maybe blow the cops. I don't know what you do. But you're lucky to live in a town where the cops are completely incompetent and don't understand how the internet works. But I live in a town where the police are very good at their jobs, and they do understand how the internet works, and they're very proactive, and they understand you. And the thing about, to me, it's like the North Attleboro. I just got a bad sergeant. I'm sure other members of the North Attleboro Police are fine. I got the guy that doesn't go on the internet. Like, that's the guy I got assigned to. So it's all, luck. Anyway, why don't we open it up some questioning? Any questions you guys got to talk about? What happened to Predator boats? They have been quiet. I haven't been following them at all. Usually whenever there's a good bust, I get a message about it. I mean, I don't actively follow the channel. I'm kind of busy, but I don't know. All right, other questions. Can we see the t-shirt, please? Yeah, Laura got these t-shirts. Excellent design. These are in the Turtle Boy store. So I can't, the problem with Printify doesn't send to fucking England. So Laura, I might have to get them delivered to my house and then send to you. I got to get you a couple of these shirts. So DM me, pick out a couple shirts that you want, pick your size and the color or whatever you want, and just I'll order them. They take like a week and a half or so to get to here. And then I'll have to go to the post office and mail them to you that way. So it might take like a month for you to get the fucking shirts, but you'll get them eventually. I promise. Have you heard about Seattle? Seattle's fucking crazy. I was watching Tucker tonight. We talked about it this morning on Jerry Callahan. It's like literally an independent country inside of the state of Washington that is autonomous. Like, it's been taken over by Antifa, and they have borders. That's my favorite part. They have armed borders. These people that are against, it's like they're so stupid. No government, no borders until we form our own independent country. And then we want borders. and we want guns too. And there's already a de facto police force that's been forming. There's a legitimate warlord, a rapper, who is carrying around an AK-47 with him at all times. I don't know why the city of Seattle is doing this, because someone gonna die. Someone gonna die in it. Like, somebody's gonna get like the warlord is gonna kill somebody. Somebody does a wrong thing. That's what warlords do. And I don't know if people understand that in there. Like, the warlord is just if you didn't like the police, you're really not gonna like the warlord. You're not gonna. He doesn't have to read you your Miranda rights. He doesn't have to worry about like evidence at trial or following the law or letting you speak to your lawyer. Oh, no. Warlords don't care about that, dear. You're going to find that out the hard way. So, pretty crazy. Okay, more questions. Oh, by the way, let me just refresh this if anybody's donated. Okay, let me read off the donations here. KB says, so disappointed in GDP. Keep being the people's voice. Will do. Thank you. 7-pounder. Have you ever thought again about going more national, or was that a Voldemort blindy meth pipe dream? Here's $10, finger gun. I don't know what you mean by more national. Kylie Kirkpatrick's in California, but I do the stories that people around here want to hear about, and I need more writers eventually if that's going to happen. Anonymous says, thanks for keeping it real. My pleasure, Anonymous. My pleasure. Are you in support of Paw Patrol? Yeah, of course, man. Chase is on the case, obviously. They're trying to get rid of the goddamn Chase. Now, I said this on Jerry Callahan this morning. I really don't like that fucking dog. Okay? That dog is a kiss ass. And I tell my kids that all the time. They always ask, who's your favorite pup, Dad? Who's your favorite pup? There's 6 pups in the Paw Patrol. Okay. There's and how it works every episode, there's like a problem needs to get solved, and the boy Ryder picks two of the pups to fix whatever problem is solved. So there's Chase is the cop, Marshall's the firefighter, Rubble does like construction, Sky flies, Rocky does environmental shit. He's the Green New Deal guy, and then Zuma is the guy that goes in the water, and they never fucking pick Zuma ever. So I'm a Zuma guy. I always tell them, like, I like Zuma. Because they never fucking pick Zuma, ever. They never fucking pick him. They always pick Chase. Chase is the first fucking, because he stands up there and Chase is on the case. And I'm like, the kid's like, why don't you like Chase? I'm like, Chase kisses Ryder's butt, like, a lot. He's a real kiss, he kisses up to him a lot. He's a suck up. I don't really care for that. But they want to eliminate Chase now because Chase is a cop. This is how, in real life, the New York Times, one of the biggest newspapers in the country, wrote an article that we need to stop portraying police in a positive light. So we need to get rid of all cop shows. I don't know what they do about Family Matters, right? Got a black cop on there. And there was a whole episode, if you guys don't recall, where Eddie got racially profiled. And then Carl Winslow went down there and he gave a stern talking to the racist cop, right? About fucking with Eddie. It was a good episode. Good episode. So, anyway, I'm pro Paw Patrol. Leave Chase alone. Let him kiss Ryder's butt a little bit more. Yeah. Anyway, other questions. Any other questions you guys have? They need a new Paw Patrol character. They need an Antifa dog. Picture Antifa dog coming in there. First of all, he'd be late. He'd never show up. He'd have skinny jeans on and cover his. Why are you covering your mouth again, Antifa dog? Fuck you, you capitalist pig. Fuck you, Ryder, you capitalist pig. Oh, sorry, Antifa dog. Antifa dog's angry today. Woo! Easy, Antifa dog. The Black Lives Matter dog. Picture the Black Lives Matter dog. No. Okay, for this, today we're going to need Black Lives Matter dog. Excuse me. We need to have a conversation about systemic oppression, Ryder, before we do anything. I need to get paid for my labor and for the labor of my ancestors, because if you look at the data, my people are targeted for not wearing collars at a disproportionate amount of rate to Chase, okay? And Marshall. Nobody ever gives them shit. Those Chase is nobody ever racially profiled a Dalmatian. Everybody likes Dalmatians. That would be, picture that, Black Lives Matter dog and Antifa dog. Add them to the show. That could happen. Like, that's not that. In the world we're living in today, all of the far-fetched shit that you never thought would happen could happen and does happen. And that's good. That's good stuff. Keep it moving. Lieutenant Murtaugh. Yeah. Lieutenant Murtaugh was a good guy, but that was not the cop that Carl went after. Would he be a pit bull? No. He'd be a poodle. Although, is that what Sky is? I don't know what kind of dog Sky is. Sky might be a poodle. I don't know. I mean, you can't say I'm racist because I like Zuma. Zuma's the darkest dog of all the dogs. I'll show you Zuma. Show you the whole Paw Patrol. Let's see, Paw Patrol. Who's this guy? Yeah, that's Zuma right there. Nobody ever picks him. They always pick the fucking other dog. Chase is on the case, but that's my favorite pup. That's what I always tell the kids. You need to revamp your store, new designs, products, and vendor, and web design. Also, the CBD is janky. I mean, I don't know. What do you... I'm open for ideas. I don't know if you could be more specific. I don't know. I'm not a designer. I don't have those capabilities. I don't know. Anything else? No, he says, let's dive in. That's what Zuma says. He should say, let's get wet. Yeah, whatever happened to Amanda Sawyer? She's gone. This reminds me of your epic Frozen rant. Yeah, I mean, I could do a good rant on Paw Patrol too. You know what show has every kid show has a villain except for Peppa Pig. It's like the most successful show too, that and Paw Patrol. But there's no villain on Peppa Pig. That's what I realized the other day. Every fucking show kids watch has a bad guy in it. And they're always comical and stupid. But Peppa Pig it has survived without a villain. It's bizarre. An SJW pup. They need SJW pups too. They need that. Like a picture. Okay. No, white privilege pup. Picture white privilege pup. Okay, for today we're going to need white privilege pup. Sir, although I thank you for picking me, I really feel like it would be better off if I gave up my spot for Black Lives Matter dog. So I respectfully decline because I really should be doing my part to do better. Thank you. That's what white privilege dog would say. Oh, Karen pup. Imagine there's a Karen pup too. Okay. For this task, we're going to need Karen pup. Ryder, did you see that Mayor Humdinger was up to no good again and he did not cross on a crosswalk? Yeah. Gonna be a problem. Who should we call? Well, we can't call Chase on the case. Is the warlord around? Should we call the warlord? Oh, man. We could do a whole thing on Paw Patrol. Maybe I should do a blog on that. The new Paw Patrol. BLT123 dog. Oh, stop it. You guys, we could do this all night. Okay. Anything else, guys? A Bristol mutt. Oh, God. Big Bristol pup. You're up. For this task, we're going to need Bristol pup. No problem. I don't have any kids. I gave them all away. So I'd love to step up and do this task. However, I'm probably going to sabotage you from the inside, Ryder, and then I'm going to try to take over. And then I'm going to take all the pups with me. Yeah. Oh, Ratchet pup. Stop it. You guys, we could do this all fucking night. We could do this all night. Fojo pup. Gaffney pup. There could be so many good pups. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, God. You guys make me laugh. Any more last minute questions, guys, before we call it a night? Crystal pup requires a gun and a pack of Newports. No comment. No, she's bold, brave, and beautiful. No. Nah, she sucks. Kylie Kirkpatrick pup. We should so many pups. All right. Any last minute questions before we call it a day, folks? Did you see the Care Bears made for this movement? No, I didn't know the Care Bears were still a thing. Update on lawsuits. So, like I said, with the Failure Swift case, it's been 6 months, no action. The Jamie General case, I mean, without no courts in action, nothing's been happening really. That one's still going on. I cannot comment on the the details of the Yoga Poon one. I can't comment on that. So maybe in the future I will, who knows. Then there's also and that's a good thing, by the way, that you can't comment. But there's also those two other assholes that are suing me. I don't even know what's going on with them. The pastor, the fake pastor in Brockton, and then the guy from Holden or Worcester, the violent armed criminal the career criminal that's suing me because Feisty called him a career criminal. Yeah. Nothing else from the douchebag. No. I haven't had time. I wanted to follow up with that guy. I'll get him eventually. Yeah, Brittany, how come you didn't want me talking about him before? You thought I was gonna. I mean, it got good. I mean, I didn't intend. I didn't even see what he said. Really, what did he say? I don't even know. I don't know. Did I miss anything crazy? I mean, I don't like airing business about, but it's like at the same time, it's like, dude, how much can you take, you know? Is Feisty that skinny chick or not? What do you mean? That skint chick? What skint chick? No. I mean, Feisty stopped blogging for me like 3 years ago, but I'm still friends with her. I still talk to her once in a while. Leah says, great show tonight. Fuck Garage Doors Plus. I fucking hate having bad relationships with people, man. I don't like it. I don't like burning bridges, but what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Is Feisty that SJW in that group? No. That's not her. No. Feisty hates people like that. She was the meanest blogger I've ever had. Just mean. Like some of her blogs, I picked her up out of the comments section because she was just fucking. She used to go at this guy named Bob and Mick in the comments section. Old school Turtle Riders, remember that? Like the actual comments on the blog. And she was just ripped this guy Bob and Mick over and over again. And I'm like, I got to get this chick on board. She's got a lot of fight in her. Is Polito having a barbecue this weekend? Good question. M Job says, I need someone to replace a light bulb in my garage. Riggs just lost my business. Sorry to hear that. Damn shame. Damn shame. Yeah, it's like, man, it's like, I didn't say nothing. I mean, it was a little aggravating to not, get paid for work you did. And people often try to do that to me because they're like, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's not the first person to try that on me. I've taken people to small claims court before and I won. So I don't, like, why not just pay me? Wouldn't that be easier? Like, how fucking hard is it to pay your bills? I don't know. Lockdown ends in New Hampshire on June 15th. That's good. So I am going to have a Turtle Boy shutdown week. I need a vacation. It's not like I used to try to work during vacations, but it's not good. I should really take like a vacation. Like when I went to Disney last year, I worked the whole fucking week. There were blogs all week during Disney. I got it done. I didn't sleep much. I got it done. This year we're going to Lake Winnipesaukee with the fam. New Hampshire's open. That's good to hear. And yeah, I should really just have a week to not work. So what I'm going to do that week, I'm going to have it all set up. It's going to be rerun week. I'm going to have all of some of the greatest Turtle Boy blogs in history just republished on TB Daily News. I'm just going to republish them all because they've never been published on TB Daily News. I'm just going to republish them all, probably like 4 or 5 a day. It'll be rerun week, right? And I'll have them all timed so they come out, like this one gets published at this time, blah, 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 on this day. So there will be content to read that week, but I won't have to do any work. So, yeah. People should, any news on the Turtle Boy rally? No, I got to talk to Cooner. But yeah, we do need to have a meetup. We need a meetup. I agree. Soon. This is all ending soon, hopefully. And we'll have a meetup. I promise. You better not republish me. Oh, you're a good sport, Leah. You're a good sport. I won't republish you. I promise. I mean, those blogs aren't. They're not. It's going to be like lighthearted shit. Like Busgate, I'll probably republish. Like funny shit, Do you water ski? No, I've never done it before, but I have no desire to be perfectly honest with you. Or just jump in the lake, I want to fuck off with you peeps. Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Oh. Yeah, I mean, other people must do rerun. I mean, other people have like fill-ins, but I don't have anybody left. So like when I went on a cruise a couple of years ago, I actually had Bristol and Manch. I left Manch in charge. Bristol was new at the time. Manch was like the senior staffer. And remember she did that show with Brett? Yeah, that was fun. If you have a boat, hot Brown Bay. No, we got a pontoon. We're doing a pontoon situation. I don't really know what that involves, but the Plymouth Dumpster Slugs, I can republish that one. Absolutely. Favorite kids show? I go PJ Masks. My son loves PJ Masks. He's really into it. I'm not that into that show. Favorite kids show? I don't know. I guess I would pick Peppa Pig. I mean, because it's just the music's catchy. That's the only reason I like Peppa Pig. Do you tan? No. Do I look? I burn. I'm Irish. So, yeah, we'll take Bazuma's boat for a rip. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Dumbest bitch on the internet. She called me. What? They called you that? Except I take care of 100% of my kids. Who called you the dumbest bitch on the internet? Wow. That's rude. Rude. She did. I did not know that. Is that the blog you were in? She called you that? That's rude. That's very rude. So now you have a reason to hate her. Good. All right. Any other questions, guys? I do appreciate the people that were in a blog one time that have a good sense of humor about it. I do appreciate that. Victoria ended up in one. She was like a minor. She had one screenshot in there and a long fucking blog. And it was just like a screenshot of, it was that crazy cat, that got kidnapped. I think got kidnapped out of Hopedale. Yeah. The long story with that. And then the cop that was involved in that, he got tied into a blog. Like Turtle Worlds fucking collide. It's pretty crazy. Where are you reading messages? They're right on the screen, Diane. All right. Any more questions before we call it a night, ladies and gentlemen? Good crowd in here. Good size. Picked up. All right. So looks like we're about done then. So I thank you guys for coming on. Thanks everybody who donated. Really appreciate it. Because like I said, being free of advertisers is a liberating feeling because as you saw there are some people that like to think that, they put pressure on you to not write about certain things. And I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to be that guy. So anyway, I'm kind of hoping if we get dragged out comments, yeah. So yeah, he didn't show up. So that's a shame. That's a shame. I didn't mean for this to happen. Maybe I'll regret it. I don't know. Probably not, but it should happen. All right, guys. We will see you all on Saturday for the live show. Peace, Turtle Riders.